Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? I am doing okay. I am doing okay. Things have been crazy for me, both on the internet and in real life. Honestly, with the internet stuff has been kind of bleeding out into real life a little bit. Some work friends know that I stream, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But they've latched on to the whole War of Dots thing. And they feel like I should capitalize on it, which is true. And I've been asked, like, why don't I stream War of Dots? Why don't I stream War of Dots? Well, the answer is probably the same reason why I didn't stream Open Front, and I only stream Kaiomet every now and then. Is just like, I don't want it to become my entire identity. I can already take 20 minutes and like pop out a video for War of Dots whenever I want. The purpose of me streaming is to kind of force myself to build up a nice little backlog of other games to play. And I've been doing extremely well on that. So I try to post... Well, my goal for every year is to post a video every other day. And for the last 2 months, for almost every day this year so far, I've posted 2, sometimes even 3 videos a day, which is a crazy output for me. But the cost of that output is that I've kind of lost the plot a little bit with some things. And one of those things is Dyson Sphere Program. So, I haven't played Dyson Sphere Program. I should have checked before I opened up the window, but I'm almost certain it's going on a month now. At least a month. I've been riding pretty high on that backlog that I had for the longest time. And it's been keeping me afloat. It's been keeping me afloat for a while. But the thing is that my backlog is almost gone. So I need to kind of reassess some things a little bit and go back to what I was doing, which is to work on making sure that I have videos for everyone. Because that's my ultimate goal. I'm not here to play one game. I said it before. War of Dots is not taking over the channel. It's not taking over the stream. I'm going to play a variety of games. Unfortunately, that means that I'm going to lose people along the way. I'm probably going to always have a very small fan base. This is a late night stream. I'm not expecting very many people, if anybody, in the chat. That's just usually the way it goes with these late night streams. Sometimes they surprise me, but usually they do not. I actually don't even know how many people are streaming Dyson Sphere Program right now. Actually a few. Not many, but a few. So this is going to be interesting. Because I haven't played the game in a month. I don't remember what I was doing. I've gotten a lot of good advice with, how should I put this? I've gotten a lot of good advice from folks who have found my Dyson Sphere stuff through War of Dots. I don't know how much of that I'm going to implement. Because, again, like, this playthrough has never been about playing optimally. In fact, in a lot of ways, it's about the opposite. And I mean that with the greatest amount of respect. I'm not trying to, like, rag on the Dyson Sphere community. But I just want to chill and build spheres, yeah? I just want to chill and build spheres. And, you know, we'll make improvements as we go. But we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. I think the big critique that I've gotten in recent months has been my overuse of belts and my underuse of planetary logistics stations, which is definitely 100% a fair critique. 1000%. It absolutely is. I probably use too many belts, and I could probably utilize more planetary logistics stations. I'm not quite sure how we'll rectify that in the long term. What are we missing? We're missing gravity matrices. Ah, right. That's something that we were working on last time, I think, because we're out of something. We're out of something. We're just not producing enough gravity matrices? Is that what's happening? Do we need to produce more? We may just have to produce more. I mean, we can make that happen. We'll probably need more chips. Although we are slowly pumping them out as well. I think the last time we were here, we were having a problem with these plane filters. We weren't quite producing enough. But here's what we're going to do. How many of these can I build up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can build 10 of these. Or at least we could build 10 of these if we had the ingots to do so. We can grab those real quick. Okay. Let's go get some stone. That's what we need for that. The other thing we were working on was propagating proliferator. Propagating proliferator to all of our planets because, honestly, because I've been holding off for too long. I think as far as long-term goals for the stream goes, I think it's probably about time that we actually set up our last major source of power, which is the star here, the artificial star. That is going to take some work. So once I start building these, I'll go in and see what we need for that. But the artificial stars are, for all intents and purposes, like the top tier of power generation. In fact, I think a lot of people would prefer using artificial stars over a Dyson Sphere. But I don't know. I think using a Dyson Sphere is just cool. So for an artificial star, we need annihilator constraint spheres. That's all okay. Which we need particle containers for. We're fine with particle containers, at least at the moment.
Insufficient materials.
We also need frame materials, which we should have plenty of those over here. I don't really know how well off we are on frame materials, actually. We should definitely be making enough, though, yeah. And then, we're going to go over here and grab some iron. Actually, I guess we have all the iron we need. It's mostly just the logistics slots. You guys are providing me iron, right? You should be providing me iron.
Replication complete.
Can you guys provide me at least... Ooh. Okay, we might be going a little bit nuts there. Let's just stick to 1,000. I I didn't realize that I was going to do that, but that's okay. Whatever. We're fine. We're fine. This is fine. We're okay. We'll survive. Why do we have a cube? I don't know. We just have a cube in our inventory now. There, go over there. That's where the cubes belong. But also, in order to power an artificial star, back to what I was talking about, we need to build these antimatter fuel rods. These are the top tier resource. We need to set up a production line with antimatter, hydrogen, these annihilation constraint spheres, and titanium alloy. It shouldn't be too hard to get that set up. We already really do have a whole bunch of dark matter, or antimatter, or I don't know. I always call it dark matter, but I don't think it's actually dark matter. Which we're producing that over here, I think.
Upgrade complete.
Yes. And then where is it going? No, that's hydrogen. Where's the not hydrogen going? It's going this way. It's going around. It's going into here. Okay. And then it's being shipped off over to here, I believe. Over to here. Over to here?
Mineral.
This is why we cannot have nice things. Where is my dark matter going? Where's it coming from? I know I have all this dark matter here. It's got to be coming in here somewhere. Okay, it's right here. It's coming from this way. Is it coming from all the way over here? It's coming from all the way over here. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I understand. Okay. Yeah, we have plenty of aluminum. Could probably just get rid of a lot of this stuff. I don't know. I'm just flying around being confused, aren't I? Let's go ahead and drop one of these depots there. There we go. How does our actual sphere component storage look? That's a lot of... That's a lot. That's a lot of those things. These guys are not quite as full. We're pretty much at capacity for those guys. Which is fine. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. We're still basically launching them as fast as we can. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. And for our actual sphere... I don't think we can see it from this angle. Look at that. That's our neutron star right there. I like how you can see, like, how cool it looks from so far away. Anyway, yeah, there's our sphere. Look at that. It's impressive. Looks really nice. So we are almost done with the second shell layer. This is going to be the end of this sphere. I'm not going to expand it out anymore. The only reason I expanded it out as much as I did was so I could get the antimatter. So we are good to go as far as that's concerned. Okay, well, I think the first thing I need to do is go... know. Let's stay here for the time being.
Cruise ended.
I do want to figure out how to make these antimatter
Insufficient materials.
things. So let's go ahead and grab some titanium. There's a bunch right here. I don't have enough inventory space for it. I wish this was more precise. There we go.
Insufficient
We're going to build one of these guys. Why do we have so much copper ore in our inventory? When did that happen? I could just take this over here and put it in our line, I guess, but whatever, it's fine. And you know, we might as well set up over here to do this. There's particle containers right here. Yeah, and that's one of the tools that we need. Not for this, but for these guys. So we need particle containers and processors. And we have both of those here. Okay. Okay. Got quite the little tiny fleet going on here. That's nice. So we have all of these techs done. Do we have all of the techs done in this tree? I mean, we could just mission complete right now, I guess. Why not? It shouldn't be that hard. It's not going to end the game, so we're fine. Okay. So yeah, we literally just need to produce a bunch of these assembly. We'll just produce a bunch of them. Is that really all we need for the particle for these things? Yeah. Okay. And then we just need to get antimatter and hydrogen over here. That should be super easy. Titanium alloy should be over in this area too, yeah? Yes, but we should also have a better source of it somewhere. I thought in an interstellar logistics station somewhere. Yeah, right here. Okay, so that's the other thing. We also want a bunch of logistics drones. Excellent. Okay, let's work at getting this antimatter back into the system. Where is it? It's right here. So this is going to be a little bit lame. It's okay. We're allowed to be a little bit lame here. We do a little trolling. We do a little trolling, and we get to be a little lame. That's the way it goes here. And then we just kind of feed this back into itself. There's ways you can do diagonal belts. We've monkeyed around with that a little bit. It's just not really worth it. It's actually a bit of a pain in the butt, so it's okay. It is okay. We're okay. We're doing fine.
Mineral depleted.
We're just gonna run that back into the system here. This isn't going to be perfect. But what this is going to do is it's going to fill up this planetary logistics station. That way, we can kind of spread out the antimatter a little bit. Is that really all that was in there? That doesn't... Huh. Okay, well, fair enough, I guess.
Flight mode.
Crisis averted. Ladies and gentlemen, we got all the antimatter. There we go. So we may actually need to do more antimatter. Which could be a bit of a pain. The problem is... how does our power generation look? That's a good question. Can I click on here to find it? So we're generating 1.17 gigawatts. We're consuming 1.4. The problem is, as we convert some of these over to photon generation, and we do have the power to do so. I think we were planning on setting these to photon generation, these two here. But we cut back on it. The problem is that we're going to draw more power from the Dyson Sphere, but less of it is actually going to be power-based. We do have plenty of room for more power, though. Okay. So we could just produce more power, yeah? Where is my power? Where's my power? EM rail, ray receiver. These guys.
Insufficient materials.
Right, I need a lot of stuff for these. I forgot. It's been so long. It's been so long since I played. The funny thing is that we're probably all the way out in right field with this. There's probably other things that I need to worry about that's more imminent that I just don't remember. But that's the way it goes, yeah?
Replication complete.
Go. There's our silicon. And then we just need some of these guys. We'll just leech them off at the end here, yeah? Alright, how does this look?
Materials.
5 of them. I can do 5.
Flight mode.
Okay. Now, it's important as I try to speak over the loud droning of our power supply. Now, I want to keep these up close to the North Pole. Because even though the graviton lenses really helps to increase the radius with which the ray receivers can draw power from, there's still a limit. There's a limit to how far it can draw power from. So it's just something to keep in mind. 3. Ah, it's getting really congested in here, though. 4 or 5. Okay. That droning is just going to burn into my skull. There we go. And also over to here. And then these two also need. Please, sir, my skull does not want to be drained of its fluid. Alright. Can we get over this? Yes, but not the way that I wanted to. Alright, fair enough. You know what? That works. Alright. So, let's turn some of these back over to photon generation. I think you? And you. How does that look for our power? Ooh. Okay. Technically, it looks good. How does our sphere look? We still look okay with our sphere? Barely? Okay. Alright, I'll accept it. Okay, so that should increase the amount of photon generation we do. So we should, in theory, generate more photons. We're still not really generating more than one of these can handle, huh? Okay. Well, let's settle for that for now. That's okay. Hey, do you remember when I was going to use this to expand my production of other things? Other things that was not this? I remember. Either way, it's fine. This was such a good investment. It's so nice to actually have that. We also need to put these hollow beacons, like, literally everywhere. I need to build, like, 1 million of those hollow beacons. They're nice, they're nice. Alright. So how many did I put here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8. Why not? Okay. So the easiest way to do this is probably just something like this. I don't know. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then this can hook into here where it was. And then this can go down this way. Just like this. Yeah. And then you can come along this way. Just like that. You aren't being proliferated. Okay. It's especially more irritating because I don't actually think my proliferator network traverses this far.
Mineral depleted.
All right. Here. Come this way. I don't actually think Proliferator does anything for, those guys. So we're not going to worry about that. There we go. Okay. Particle containers are already proliferated, so I don't have to worry about them. Okay. So I want you to build annihilation annihilation spheres. We're just going to call them annihilation spheres. Is that their official name? Absolutely not, but that's what we're calling them. This is going to dig deeply into our processors, but that's okay. There we go. And we're going to slap one of these bad boys right here, I guess. I guess that's fine. You can definitely tell that I have 100% thought this through. Okay, now here, I need hydrogen.
Mineral depleted.
I need antimatter. Okay, now things are starting to move. I was a little bit worried there for a second. What else do I need for this? I need titanium. There it is. Okay. Now, the antimatter is still going to be a massive problem. Like I said, the only place that we have antimatter is here. And while we are producing more antimatter than we need, it's just going to take a very long time to produce enough to fill up everything. So I guess what we can do, people are going to be a little bit sad about that. We could just run a belt with it over. We could just run a belt. You know what else we're going to do? We're going to do this. I don't know if we need these anywhere else, but we might as well just store all these things together. There may be a logic behind that. There probably isn't. Where is this? Right there. There we go. Nice. All right, now, in the grand scheme of things, we probably just have to build these, right? It's going to require 4 things going into it. This may not be as easy as I think. Let's put a gap between them.
Mineral depleted.
There we go.
Mineral depleted.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that.
Congratulations, builder of the great civilization.
Settle
You've
down,
completed
Jarvis.
the Dyson Sphere Program. The energy you have contributed will accelerate the development of the homeland. Every step here bears your imprint. This cluster is activated, and a star in the Milky Way is lit. It will forever record your contributions to the upcoming civilization Type 3. Now, take a rest, and get ready for the next journey.
I'm not done. It's okay, game. But thank you, Jarvis. I appreciate it. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and... Nope, don't do that. That's illegal. Nice. Okay, now we're still only halfway there. Living on a prayer.
Mineral.
Is our hydrogen not proliferated either? Why are things and stuff not being proliferated? Oh, right. It's because I'm bad at my job.
Mineral depleted.
Whatever, it's fine. This is fine. Okay, I thought I put that in literally the worst spot. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we are getting some dark matter. So now, with the dark matter, what we can do is set this up like this. So we're going to have our output here. Actually, we should put it in the middle so that it's not in the way. There we go. Is this not It's not proliferated either. Okay. Alright. It's fine. We're fine. It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in myself. This is what happens when you take so long before actually putting in the proliferator. Actually, thinking about it, we only really need this coming in one side. Because we can do that. Okay. Well, that does make life easier, doesn't it? Well, I guess I have enough room for future projects. Yeah. Yeah. Or something like that. All right, and then we can run this into a big storage container. Just like that. All right. Now we have some black fuel. Some antimatter fuel. Nice. All right. What do we want to do here? Let's drop down a vein utilization. And we do have... We did build 10 of these matrix labs. We can go ahead and go over here and build the stack of green tech that we were planning. Although it does look like we're out of the top tier processors again. Is it plane filters again? Yes. No plane filters. Okay. Well, let's prepare for that endeavor, shall we? What else do we need? I want to build some mines. I want to build some advanced mines, actually.
Mineral depleted.
Oh, I don't have any grading crystals for that. Aren't I importing grading crystals somewhere? I thought I was bringing them in somewhere so that I had them. I don't think I was bringing in a lot. Also, that's a problem. We don't have enough carbon nanotubes either. Huh. I could have swore that we were bringing in grading crystals somewhere. Oh well. We probably are, and I just don't remember where. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to build a bunch of the normal mines instead. Oh, that's right, we need fiber optics. Fiber optics are over here. Funnily enough, one of the least used things that we have. And something that we're struggling to produce right now because we don't have any carbon nanotubes. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So we do have to solve the carbon nanotube problem as well.
Insufficient materials.
We could do that.
Insufficient materials.
Because I think we do need these guys as well. We need those for, where is it? Was it this? No. We were creating graphene with that. Yeah. And then we were creating the carbon nanotubes naturally in the chemical facilities. Okay. All right, that's how we were doing that. We should probably go on the search for stalagmite crystal too. But we do need
Insufficient materials.
a bunch of these chemical plants. I think that's why we were kind of delayed in fixing that problem before. And I said it was a problem for next time. It's because we had a bunch of other things, but not chemical plants. Okay. So I need stone. I need that stone.
Insufficient materials.
I also need strange matter.
Light bulb.
That one might be a little bit harder. We have a little bit of strange matter, but not a lot. Probably not
Insufficient
enough.
materials.
What am I still missing here? Oh, steel.
Light bulb.
That's fair. That's 100% fair.
Insufficient materials.
Crisis averted? Crisis averted.
Replication complete.
Beautiful. We're still missing. We're still missing the glass. Actually, we're missing titanium glass, which... Actually, I think we're crafting over at the one planet. So, we can probably just stop over there while we're fixing this problem. Okay. Alright, let's check our power supply. We have plenty of juice.
Light mode. Cruise mode.
Then we'll head back to the planet. Delta Centauri. Yes. Look at that. That looks so cool. We're almost done with this sphere, folks, and then we will move on to building bigger and better spheres. Oh no, how do I... Hold on. What's the button... What's the button for faster than light again? Caps lock is literally the only button that I didn't press. Of course. Let's go. Just cracking open my water too.
Warp engine deactivated.
Was it Delta Centauri 2? I think so.
Replication complete.
Let's go. Blammo.
Ended.
Is this it?
Flight mode.
I don't know if this is it, folks. I might be misremembering. I think it was Delta Centauri 4. Yeah.
Extraterrestrial dark fog is assaulting.
I mean, this is probably a pretty important place to remember, too. I have a beacon here. This is, in essence, processor production. Yeah. There it is. That is not... Okay, this is fine. I only really want... Yeah. There we go. I only really need the symbol to appear. Nice. All right.
Cruise mode.
Let's go this way. Man, space is so peaceful.
Mineral depleted.
I probably should have also put silicon on that. At least silicon ore, since we're exporting it. Whatever, it's fine.
Cruise ended. Flight mode.
Okay. Here we are at Graphene Heck. Where do we even begin? I think the first place we begin is here.
Insufficient materials. Flight mode. Replication complete.
Let's crank this into full gear, shall we? There we go. That should help push through the fire ice. Yeah. And then we can even upgrade these guys. And that should dramatically increase our output. That should actually be enough. Well, I mean, it may not actually be enough for our overall output, but it should definitely help. Let's see, what is this? Graphene. so we went from 510 to... We almost doubled production with just that. But is it enough to back it up?
Flight mode.
Yeah, I think this was the problem. I think because we weren't, yeah. Because we weren't, like, going whole hog on the graphene, these carbon nanotube production just wasn't producing anything. And when it was very rarely. So now that we've increased the production of graphene, we've managed to fill the glut, and then these will start producing now.
Insufficient materials.
I don't have any titanium alloy out here. So this is where I've been mentioned that I should use planetary logistics stations a little bit more and belts a little bit less.
Insufficient materials.
Because I'm sitting here going, can I run any more fire ice into the system? The answer is yes. Especially with it being so far away, it would definitely require planetary logistics stations. But I could just kind of... Ooh, is it a power thing? It could be a power thing.
Insufficient materials.
Can't build another one of those either. I mean...
Insufficient materials.
I could just build a bunch of wind turbines. It's not great, but it's functional. That'll help a little bit. It still probably won't be ideal, though. Well, I mean, it does seem to be filling up. We're going to burn through that fire ice very quickly, though, which is a bit unfortunate. This is really showing how bad wind power is, huh?
Replication complete.
When you need all of this wind power on a singular planet, and it's not even hardly doing anything. Okay. I don't think this is working out. Wind power and me. I mean, it's helped out a little bit. Just not a lot. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see, you're titanium glass, right? Yeah. Are you the problem? What is the major malfunction here? I think it's titanium glass. Yeah, it's 1000% titanium glass. And honestly, there's no reason for it. There's no reason why I can't expand this out.
Mineral depleted.
Actually, I should have a blueprint. 2-input fabrication. Actually, it's 3-input, isn't it? Yeah. Whatever, that's fine. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is flawed. There's an issue with this, I think. Yeah, right here where I'm standing. The lines are a little bit goofy. Let's just add. We'll just do this. Oops. We'll even upgrade these guys. This may be too much, but it may not be. Yeah, it might actually be fine. Go. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, it takes so long for this titanium to make. And then we can just send this down the side here. Like that. This might be a little tricky. Yeah. Okay. New plan. I should have known that was going to be a goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Get out of here. Yes, I just deleted all of that stuff. Don't judge me. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. It's because of this water. We'll just save it for posterity. There we go. Okay. Be great if I had a proper blueprint for this, yeah? That way we wouldn't have to do this all the time? If only. If only I was smart and actually used blueprints like an intelligent person. Then life would be easier. Maybe people would watch my streams. No, that would never happen. Alright, I have dramatically strained the power supply on this planet. But I've also dramatically increased the amount of titanium glass that we're producing, which is also dramatically increasing the amount of plane filters which we're producing, which is having a trickle-down effect on everything. Everything is already significantly better just from that little bit that we've done here. Carbon nanotubes are actually being produced again for the first time in like half an hour. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful.
Mineral depleted.
How long have we been here? We've been on this planet for 30 hours. Nice. Okay. Let's grab a bunch of grading crystals. Good enough. You know the wild thing. I still don't think we're producing enough. I still don't think we're producing enough graphene. I want you to prioritize this port. Yeah, because I think part of the problem maybe is that we're getting backed up on hydrogen. We should only be adding hydrogen into the system when we need it. Yeah, I think that'll work better.
Mineral depleted.
Yeah, then we're only adding in... Okay, yeah. Now, we could be producing more cashmere crystals, but I don't really think that's a problem. How are we looking? Okay. I still think that works. I think that's fine. We need to get more power here. That's a fact. All right, let's head back to the homeland. Hold on.
Insufficient materials.
I'm going to put a beacon here for carbon nanotubes. Yes. That's really the big thing here, yeah? Carbon nanotubes. Yeah, carbon nanotubes and graphene. I'm a bit nervous by how fast we're burning through the fire ice here, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm hoping I can do a bunch of researches into vein utilization and it won't be a problem anymore. Yeah, we got all of our text researched, even if we're not using most of it. So it's just these texts that we have to deal with. Okay. Let's see. Carbon nanotubes is going to be white, I guess. Why not? And just entire cluster. There we go. Okay. Graphene, carbon nanotubes. Perfect. I think there's something we had to mark on the other planet, Delta Centauri. I think it was silicon. We'll go do that real quick. That's so cool. I really like... Oh! That scared the crap out of me. Anyway, I think I was exporting... what were they called? There's fire ice here too, by the way. Yeah. Silicon. Actually, I don't think I really need to flag that.
Insufficient materials.
Can't build that anyway. Okay. Let's just go.
Cruise mode.
Let's just go home. The processors is enough. I'll figure it out from there, probably. Alright, where is the homeland? I can never find. There it is. I don't know why Svalison has suddenly stopped appearing on the map, but it's fine.
Warp engine activated.